Uh, gonna wait, and I should probably. There we go. Now I can see. All right. So why did I choose Kubernetes? Well, I had an old gaming PC that was just sitting around, so kind of wanted to make use of it again, and I had a bunch of self-hosted apps I wanted to host, and AI uses Kubernetes, so I thought, why not? So I looked up on YouTube, and I found this guy named Nate Laundrie online. He talked about like the benefits of learning Kubernetes through a Homelab. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do that. So I had to go on Facebook Marketplace because I had to run VMs. So I got some 32 gigs of RAM on that, and then I upgraded the BIOS. It took me like 6 hours to get that running, and I was really happy. So Proxmox is a Linux distro. It's used for spinning up VMs. It offers a nice web UI, and it gives you like monitoring. So it's pretty cool. This is my setup. I had a head node and then 2 worker nodes. I gave it a bunch of different resources, so any apps that required more resources could go to that specific worker. This is K3S. I use K3S because that's what the YouTube video recommended. I don't actually know the differences, but I know K3S is more lightweight, so simpler the better. So what are Kubernetes pods? They're like the atoms of Kubernetes. They're pretty much like a bunch of containers, or they can be just one container if you want. But they're ephemeral, meaning that they don't change. I mean, they don't last forever. That's like the key word. The kubectl, that's how you interact with the API. It's a CLI interface. I don't like writing kubectl every single time I want to do something, so I made an alias for it, KB. So that's what I thought working with Kubernetes was, like some super complicated thing because it has a scary name, but it's just a bunch of YAML files. You could do it through the CLI, but that's gross, don't do that. So it was really interesting learning about the whole ecosystem and how pods interact with other pods, how you can give secrets to certain pods that you're not like exposing anything, how you can give storage to some of the apps that you need to have storage for. I documented my whole process on Obsidian. It's a note-taking app because I found myself repeating a lot of stuff and like Googling the same stuff over and over again. So I figured why not just have it all in one place and look it up. So, and then after a month in, my motherboard died. So I was really sad, but it was bound to happen. It was an old gaming motherboard. So yeah. Luckily, I backed everything up with GitHub, like all my files. So if I ever do decide to do a cluster again, I can get it all up and running. So yeah. But now I moved everything to a VPS on Oracle. Oracle's evil, but they do provide a generous free plan. So I'm just using that to self-host anything I like find interesting on GitHub. So what's next? I want to get back into home labbing, but I also found this cool middleware project called Armada for doing multiple like high throughput batches for Kubernetes. Figured I would just learn more about Kubernetes that way. Thank you for my masterclass in Overkill. I did not need to do a Kubernetes cluster for my use case for like self-hosting a bunch of apps. You could definitely do it with just Docker, but it was fun. And I gave a old PC purpose again. Some honorable mentions, Helm. I was just talking about this with someone the other day. Basically just allows for different configs for different environments. And then I'm really into TUIs, so I just learned about K9S and how you can use it to like do stuff with your cluster. And I was really wanting to learn about that too. And yeah, that's me holding an alpaca. And yeah.